Hi everyone, Misilla here at Learn to Grow. I hope that you're having a great day. So today I'm going to be pruning back our raspberry canes. So we grow mainly summer-bearing varieties, although we have a couple of fall-bearing or ever-bearing. Summer-bearing varieties usually fruit on the second cane or flory cane. The new canes that will emerge this year are called primo cane, which will not fruit on summer-bearing varieties. Now, if you plant an ever-bearing or fall-bearing variety, it will set fruit on the primer cane, which are the first year canes. So it'll set fruit in the fall time and then again on the following summer. So I'll be using my bypass pruners, and you can use an anvil pruner if you like to prune off dead wood. You don't have to. So here are the canes. You can see how they look like before we prune them back. And down here, so I want to show you these ones I started on already. I went ahead and removed the old flory canes. Now we need to thin this out because there are two extra canes right here. So I'm going to be removing two of these, most likely the two in the back. These are very healthy canes. They're about ½ an inch in diameter. So when you're thinning out your canes, make sure to remove the ones that are smaller than ½ inch in diameter. So you want to keep the ones that are about the width of a pencil, and anything else thinner than that, you can go ahead and prune back. And also you can tell which one are the new flory canes that will set fruit this year. They usually will have these buds. You'll be able to tell which one are the old flory canes that set fruit last year. Like this one here, it's more gray in appearance and you don't see any new buds. So when I start to prune, I usually cut back the old flory canes first. And you can tell this is the old one. It's grayish, does not have any buds. So we'll cut this back to the ground. And if your raspberry canes have thorns or spines, make sure to wear some gloves. Here's a closer look of the cane. So as you can see, it's pretty smooth. Now the first year canes or primo canes of the Canby raspberry will be covered with plant hairs or trichomes, but they're not very sharp. Take this one off too. So we got the dead canes removed, so now we're going to be thinning them out. So I'm going to be removing this here and this one, and we'll be leaving 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth one is fine. That's about 4 to 5 inches away from this cane. So from this end to that end, that's about 16, 17 inches. Give you a closer look of how it looks like after we prune back and thinned out. So pruning is usually done in late winter. It's already March 4th, which is okay. They are still dormant. And what I'll be doing next is pruning back the canes, because these are about, I don't know, it looks like maybe 9, 10 feet tall. So I usually prune it back. That way it does not get top heavy. And so that way we can reach the berries. So I'm going to prune it back to about 6 feet. So when you're heading back or cutting back the canes, just make sure to cut right above a bud, just like this. Cutting them back will also allow more airflow and light. Much better. Spacing them up properly will prevent each plant from fighting for water and nutrients, but again also for the overall health of the plant, allowing airflow and light. Here are the canes that we cut back. And also want to mention that if you plan on planting raspberries this year, make sure to give them their own space. They are very prolific. They put out new shoots or new canes from their runners, and they can spread throughout the garden. So we usually just grow one row of them and we tie it to this trellis here, but it looks like we need to repair this or replace it soon. It's really old. But anyways, just want to give you that information. And also if you plan on growing more than 2 rows, good spacing is usually about 6 feet apart, so they don't compete for water and nutrients, and of course space. Well, I hope that you found this video helpful, and let me know if you're also growing raspberries. We'd love to know which varieties you are growing. Again, this one here is Canby. It's been very productive for us. I think we've had it for going on 7 or 8 years now. So it's a wonderful varieties. The fruits are delicious. And also, I'll be listing some varieties in the description box of this video, so make sure to check them out. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great day and happy gardening.